badass motherfuckers. It's the All on Me, the morning fucking drinking show. Late as a motherfucker, but here we are. Holy shit. Here we are, motherfuckers. God. How's your day going? How is your day going, you badass motherfuckers? God. Is it already fucking nighttime? Shit. Been going non-stop, motherfuckers. Non-motherfucking stop today. I knew when I stepped away from my motel situation for 5 days that I'd be coming back to a hell of a lot of shit. I knew June and really the whole summer was going to be fucking jam motherfucking packed. How is your day? How's your life? Is it jam packed? You handling that shit? We talked yesterday about being dependable. Well, guess what? Better late than never. Fuck. Better now than never. Here we are. Getting on this motherfucker. We talking shit. We got plenty of shit to talk about, right? This world's still spinning around. Motherfuckers still freaking the fuck out. People blowing up about all kinds of dumb shit, man. I see people, are you someone that freaks the fuck out about everything? Like you ain't worried about yourself enough that you got to worry about all this little bullshit, man. And you just like have this expectation that everyone's going to do the shit the way you want it done. And that's just not reality, man. Most of you motherfuckers going to melt the fuck down if you feel that way. If you feel that everything has to be the way you expect. Most shit is not anything near like how you expect it. We can't even control our own fucking thoughts and emotions if we're honest with ourselves, right? Do you have control over your thoughts and emotions throughout the day? No, you don't. Especially if you fucking whining and complaining on social media about other motherfuckers. That tells me right then and there that you got some work to do. You got internal work to do. There is not peace within. We worrying about bullshit, right? In this world, we worried about what everyone else is doing, what everyone else is screwing up, how they screwing up, how they thinking, what they voting for, how they fucking feeling, right? And at the end of the day, if it disturbs you so much that you got to communicate it, like in a little whiny fucking complaining voice on social media, you don't think that says a lot more about you than it does the person that you are talking about? Think about this shit, motherfuckers. You know, we still getting on here. It's the All on Me show, man. We still cranking. We still grinding. We still embracing challenges, right? Every single day, life gives you a fucking challenge, right? Whether you want to embrace them or not, whether you want to face challenges in life with a positive attitude or at least a can-do attitude where, okay, this shit ain't going the way it's supposed to be. I'm either going to melt the fuck down or I'm going to rise up. I'm going to expand who the fuck I am. That's what we talk about on this show is expansion, expanding beyond your limiting fucking beliefs, man. I can't believe how many people get so wound up, right? Going about life, expecting every other motherfucker to be doing things the right way, the certain way, and we can't even keep track of ourselves, right? We don't keep track of ourselves. We do that on purpose. We make it everything about other people, right? The more shit that you victimize with yourself, meaning, oh, I had a bad situation at lunch. I had a bad situation here. I can't believe how this person treated me get my oil change. I can't believe how this person treated me at the restaurant. I can't believe how they did this over here. And you're the person whining about all that. It says more about you, motherfucker. Because if we were to go and examine your life, most of y'all don't want to hear this shit. Most of you do not want to hear what's about to come out of my mouth, right? And especially if you them goody good goods doing this shit, right? Because I'm going to tell you guys, most of the things that other people do that annoy the shit out of you, like they annoy the fuck out of you, if there is something that somebody does that annoys the fuck out of you, it really gets to you where you're going to put it on social media, complain and melt down about it, guess what? That shit is shit you're probably doing. You don't want to hear that though, right? Even the Bible talks about it. The speck in someone else's eyes a fucking log in your own eye. And what the thing is in that, and what I really like about that Bible verse, is the speck and the log are the same thing. So what you see in somebody else that's bugging the shit out of you, guess what, motherfuckers? You better hear this shit. I know. Turn it off. Turn it off right now. You don't want to hear this. The shit that annoys you, the shit that bothers you, the shit that other people do that just gets under your skin. It's something that you are also doing, but you're seeing it through ego. You're seeing it through what you perceive to be as disconnection, like as if it's someone else doing it. You're seeing yourself. You're seeing a part of who you are in somebody else, playing it back to you, and it gets to you. Try and prove me wrong about that. Try and prove me wrong that the shit that bothers you most is the shit you doing, right? Because if you just a happy fucking person, you're a can-do person, you genuinely have like know yourself, can provide safe space for people to fuck up. And when they fuck up, you just see them as like, who knows what they going through. But you don't take it personal. You don't make it all about you and your life and how someone inconvenienced you, because that's becoming a victim. And the only time that we become victims is when we want to feel that the world is against us. The universe is against me. And it's putting all these people here to hurt me. And so I got to complain about it. I got to complain about them, but you're really complaining about yourself. Because it's your situation, and how you handled it by complaining, it doesn't change the situation. It don't make it better. You can have an opinion that the world is fucking horrible, people suck. We already know that shit. You're a part of it though, which probably says you suck, right? And you're probably a horrible person, but you don't want to do that shadow work either, right? To get to the true you, right? To get to that mean and nasty person, to go behind the fucking dark door in the fucking heart of your soul, man, right? To really see how dark and nasty and mean and all the fucking bad shit you don't like, you possess every ounce of that. It's all a reflection, right? And it's one of the greatest lessons in life is to be able to see that. To see that when things annoy you, right, from your perspective, but you're watching someone else and it's annoying the shit out of you, it takes the ultimate level of maturity and clarity in life to be able to see, you know what, fuck, I do that shit too. I do that shit too. I might not do it the exact same way in the same context, but there's times where I blow people off. There's times where I do this. There's times that I do that, to really get honest with yourself. Right? And that, for me, getting honest with my fucking self, it's taking therapy. It's taking this program every single day. Healing my mind, healing my body, healing my fucking energy, my spirit, right? Like putting in the motherfucking work to get honest. That's the whole, it's all on me. You got to start fucking taking what? Total ownership of your life. Quit making it about other fucking people. So what? You went to a fucking restaurant. They fucked up your food. They did this. They did that. Right? It didn't come out exact. Right? Think about it. What does it really do when you fucking melt down and complain about little petty shit? It says more about you. It's not about them. Right? They're people just like all of us. We all fuck up. That's the problem in this world, man. Everybody wants to be perfect. Everybody expects perfection, right? And that's all ego, man. Ego is going to drive you nuts. You're never going to have fucking peace. You're never going to get it perfect. The more and more that you look to perfection, the farther and farther away that shit gets, whatever that perfection is. You can strive for excellence, and I highly encourage that, to strive to become excellence. Supreme, right? Powerful, healthy, right? Energetic. Like there are some very positive things you can strive for that you have control over, but perfection, what the fuck does that mean? And the other problem is most of us are so flawed already But we carry around our flaws hidden because we don't want other motherfuckers to see our flaws, but we see theirs. We judge them and their flaws, right? Here I am getting on here fucking later than a motherfucker, right? I've been just crushing the day. One challenge after the next, one requirement after the next, doing it with a smile, doing it happy. In the back of my mind saying, fuck, I had like 15 minutes this morning to get on this motherfucker. I had 15 minutes before I had a meeting. And I should, part of me was like, dude, you should have jumped on there. But here's the thing. I don't like being rushed. I don't like feeling the clock ticking, right? Being rushed, being constrained by time. Because I can tell you, one of my own revelations in myself is that when time is a factor, let's say I'm out on a fucking trip, right? And I booked something that puts me where, we got to show up at a certain time and we got to be there early and wait in the line. And then it ends at a certain time. And there's just like time, it's a time that's beyond my control. I get stressed out like a motherfucker when things like, because I like to be places early. I like to be ready. And then it's like, I can just tell it's a trigger of mine. My stress goes through the roof when there's a clock. And then even when I got other people, right, that are having to also conform to that time. And we all have different patterns on when we get ready, how long it takes us, right? I get really stressed out. I'd be a real ass when it comes to like being really constrained by time, right? When and it, when you have the time crunch too, whether it's like for a meeting, for a fucking report you have due, you have a deadline for something, right? If you didn't fucking handle that shit and do it when you had more time, you waited till the last minute, like the stress goes through the fucking roof and you get nasty. So I try to avoid that shit at all costs. But here I was today saying, fuck, I had 15 minutes. I could have just went blah, 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 blah. Here I am, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I could have just went blah, 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 blah. But then I was like, fuck, I don't know. I didn't want to squeeze it in, And this is what we do in life. Sometimes we make that decision where we say, I didn't squeeze it in, right? Maybe it wouldn't have came out as good. Maybe me getting on right now, right? I'm going to reach someone that I ain't reached in a minute, right? I'll be getting on here every single day for you afternoon motherfuckers getting on here. I'm dropping F-bombs. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about turning your ass around, turning your fucking life around, right? Transformation, sobriety, right? Complete fucking transformation. Every single day I'm getting on this motherfucker, talking about life, being transparent, being vulnerable, sharing with you guys the things that are helping me to get to that next level, helping me to show up as what? My best fucking version of myself. That's it. I'm competing up against me and me, right? And none of y'all motherfuckers can compete against me because none of you motherfuckers are me. And I ain't trying to compete against you, but I am trying to inspire you, especially those of you that keep getting on here, listening to this shit, right? I'm trying to inspire you to also try and be the best version of yourself. There's not a competition. There's not comparison. We know this shit. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you feeling miserable, if you're feeling down, well, guess what? You're probably going around judging all the motherfuckers. You're probably comparing yourself to everyone else instead of just worrying about your own shit. Who the fuck cares what anybody else is doing in this world right now? Seriously, what value, how does it empower you to have any information right now? I mean, any information. Like what is watching the news do to empower you when all the news is bad? It's doom and gloom. It's division of fucking social issues. It's the tearing apart of our country, right? Based on political fucking ideologies, right? It's like, what does it do for you to just get information about the things happening around you when the most important information you need is for you to shut the fuck up, go sit down in a quiet place, maybe in nature, right? And just ask your own self some questions. How do I feel right now? What is my situation like? How can I improve my situation? How can I be a better person? How can I be more happy? How can I be more fulfilled in life? What do I need to do to feel better about myself and improve my situation? Those are all questions that just pop off the top of my head, that if you were sitting somewhere alone in a quiet place, maybe in nature preferably, but even just in the quiet place of your home or wherever you live at, right? And you ask yourself those questions, you really still your mind, you still your thoughts, and you just start putting out some questions out there. You'd be surprised at the kind of shit that comes through when you really start to organize and clear your mind, clear your fucking head, and not try and, overthink shit. But most of us, we get so fucking distracted each and every day with everything else that's going on around us, right? And we allow it to melt us down. Some of you motherfuckers, because that's what we talk about here, right? We talk about motherfuckers, right? Most of you motherfuckers, right, would just improve your own mental and emotional health, right, by just turning off the TV, right? Spending less time on social media, spending a little more time with just yourself. Like that alone would improve your mental health, right? It would improve your peace of mind for sure, right? We are so overstimulated with all this bullshit. And if you don't realize that it's that the bullshit, the news cycle, I don't give a fuck what you watching, Fox News, CNN, MSN, fucking NPR, it don't matter, right? That shit is just meant to keep you on edge. It's meant to keep you fucking in a state of like concern, worry, doubt, fear, being afraid of the fucking world, right? Being afraid of something else that's out there. Because the more afraid you are, that means the more dependent you are. Because most of y'all motherfuckers cannot defend yourselves. Even if you think you can, man. Back in the glory days, I was a fucking hard motherfucker back in the days. But you ain't shit now. Let's be honest, man. You can get back to being the shit, but you ain't shit right now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You really got to demonstrate, right? Your physical appearance is really a representation of your standard in life, right? Don't give me all this bullshit about medical this, medical that, hurt back that, fucking metabolism this, XYZ bullshit, right? If you have a desire, I met a guy today. He was 400 motherfucking pounds. 400 fucking pounds, man. And he's probably like, he's lost over like 150 pounds or more. It's incredible. That's incredible, right? And I asked him, had you heard about David Goggins? Right? Can't hurt me. That motherfucker was 297 pounds, fatter than a motherfucker, killing cockroaches for a living, right? And if you know who David Goggins is now, holy shit, man. What is your excuse? Oh, well, I'm not David Goggins. I know you're not David Goggins, but I'm pretty sure you're a human being. And I'm pretty sure I ain't never seen no fat fucking skeleton bones, right? And I'm talking all this shit because I was there, motherfuckers. I know what it is to let myself go, right? I know what it is to live in a state of depression or anxiety, right? Worry, right? Just being fucking emotionally checked the fuck out for years. And I've come out of that shit, right? We counting down to what? July 22nd, 2022. That's my 10-year fucking sobriety day. You know how much fucking work it's taken for me to get to this place where I can get on here, unscripted, unrehearsed, talking all this shit, but I'm backing it, right? How many of y'all motherfuckers gonna question me? You can. Question me about any fucking thing, right? Anything, right? You don't think this shit can fucking make a difference in your life? Put it to the test. Prove me wrong, right? We so into proving motherfuckers right or wrong. Put this shit to the test. Start waking up earlier. Start fucking letting down your fucking energy of resistance. Start opening yourself up to taking on challenges, big fucking challenges, and not having mental breakdowns, right? I talked a lot yesterday, and it's so significant about being a dependable human being in this day and age. Dependable, right? Someone that you can count on. Are you dependable to yourself? Even if you show up late, right? Here I am. I'll be honest with you. 20 minutes ago, I was like, fuck it, man. This will be the day. No big deal. Who the fuck cares? Does anybody out there care? Anybody out there give a fuck whether or not I do this or not? Probably not. This shit don't change your life. Maybe some of you it does, right? There are a few of you that my fucking message, me getting on here, it has resonated with you enough that you're probably making a few changes. I know that in just my day-to-day, the people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis, I know that I try and enlighten and elevate their lives on a day-to-day basis. And I know a lot of people appreciate me for that, right? That's always been something I bring to the table, being around people, right? Whether I'm volunteering, whether I'm punching a fucking clock, no matter what I'm doing, exercising, I'm always trying to be someone that's upbeat, optimistic, an encourager, right? A motivator, right? Someone that tries to inspire, not just fucking pour more fucking fuel on the fire of misery and, let's complain, let's complain, let's complain. Let's sit around and fucking complain all day. Y'all hear me fucking complain? I'm just talking shit. That's the difference. There's a huge difference between complaining and talking shit, motherfuckers. Complaining is literally knowing that it is something you cannot control. It is something that has happened and you just sitting there and you whining about it. That little bitch voice is just coming out. Wah, wah. Why is this happening to me? Why did this come out wrong? Why did that happen this way? Why did this do this? It's like, stop. Complaining, stop. Take ownership, right? Maybe even just get to know somebody, right? When's the last time you actually had someone that, kind of pissed you off or gets under your skin? Maybe it's someone you work with, maybe it's someone you encountered, right? At a restaurant or a fucking bar or the grocery store, right? When's the last time that you actually saw someone struggling, right? Kind of annoying you. They messed up your order. They did something that messed you up. And you actually were able to say, hey, you know what, man, you must be having a really tough day today, right? And I hope that your day goes better, right? And you actually are able to speak life into these people instead of just dogpiling on them about, man, you're a piece of shit and you suck. And, it's like most of us don't even have the balls to talk like that, right? But we vent. We go and put it on social media and fucking cry about all the shit that happens to us that don't really happen to us. Right. That's the thing. The most of the shit I see people complaining about, it's bullshit. It's total fucking bullshit. Y'all ain't never been through some real suffering. Y'all ain't been through some really tough times. And if you have, clearly you have forgotten. It's time to wake the fuck up. Clearly you have forgotten what it is to suffer, what it is to struggle, what it is to get through some shit. And that doesn't mean that you can just accept mediocrity from other people. But you do got to accept people for who they are. And you do got to kind of look to where you're going. And if you have this high expectation going to fucking dumpsters, right? Drive-throughs, all this bullshit, right? What do you expect, right? From someone that has valued themselves at the lowest fucking economic factor. Minimum wage people. It's sad, man, right? You have a high fucking standard. You have the highest standard for somebody, and this hurts me to say this, but it's the truth. How many of us light motherfuckers up? Customer service people, right? Someone answering the phone, someone fucking checking you out at the grocery store, someone handing you your fucking junk food, your shit fucking food in a fucking drive-through window, right? They fuck shit up. And then we have this highest fucking standard for them. It's like, man, these people have already valued themselves at the lowest standard economically. These jobs are the lowest fucking jobs. This is the lowest jobs. This is desperation time, having to take that, right? And yet we have this high standard for them. And it's like, stop, that's fucked up. These people are fucking hurting. They're suffering. But at least they're trying. You hope they're trying. Who the fuck knows? At least they showed up. At least they fucking showed up. You probably don't know the story. I bet you if you did, maybe change your fucking attitude. And that's all we have control over, right? Is our attitude. So no matter what comes our way, we get to choose whether we're going to be a little fucking meltdown, crybaby, complaining motherfucker, right? Or we're going to be someone that's stable, someone that's solid, someone that can see someone else hurting and maybe not meeting our expectation and just be like, you know, it's all right, man. I know you kind of fucked this up, but it's okay. It's okay, man. Let's move on. Move the fuck on. Get over it. Figure out a way to maybe help them out, help them improve. But at the end of the day, don't let that shit fucking impact you in a negative way that you got to go and complain to the fucking world about some motherfuckers not living up to your expectations when you can't even live up to your own expectations. Or better yet, you probably got false expectations of who you truly are. Because if some other motherfuckers actually were to chime in privately about what they see you doing, what they think of you, right? Maybe they would talk you up. Maybe you would get fucking amazing marks. But that doesn't mean that you get to go out there and expect everyone else to be you. Trust me, I've learned this shit the hard way. Because I've been told that from people that are pretty important to me. I can remember my mom telling me my whole fucking life, not everybody's like you. Quit being like that. Right. And I say this shit because what? It connects with me. The same thing I said. The speck is the log. So when I get annoyed by someone complaining, right, or I have to fucking even talk about it, it's probably because in the past I've been a complainer. I don't complain too much right now. Right? I don't complain. I take life as life comes. I embrace the challenges. I'm very open-minded, right? I'm very imperfect. Let's go and start there. I'm very imperfect. I can own my shit, right? You please do not complain about anybody else if you are not able to own 100% of your shit. When you fuck up, don't say, oh, well, it was them, it was her, it was him, it was because of this XYZ. No, just say, I fucked up. When was the last time you could just clearly say something like that, where you knew you were in the wrong? And you could look at people, you could look at your work staff, you could look at your team, you could look at your family, you could look at your friends and be like, you know what? I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked it up. Right? I know I fucked it up, but I'm going to definitely not fuck it up again. I learned my lesson. Most people aren't going to give two shits. They're going to be like, sweet. But when you have to make it all these fucking excuses and all this bullshit and not take responsibility, you shrink as a person, man. You just get so fucking tiny. I know some of y'all wish you would get tiny like physically, but you get tiny energetically. And that's even worse because you shrink as a fucking human being. Your life force contracts as opposed to expands. You expand when you open yourself up, when you take ownership, you're expanding. You say, you know what, this ain't the perfect way, this ain't ideal, but I'm gonna take responsibility. Someone's got to take responsibility. Someone has to, right? So instead of complaining about everyone else, why don't you be the example of somebody that actually can demonstrate to people that may be struggling with some of the things you complain about? Why don't you be just be the example to them instead of pointing it out and like belittling them and putting them down in a way that somehow makes you feel better about yourself? Like, you so much fucking smarter, you so much better figured out of a human being that you can put other people down because they've inconvenienced you in one way or another. It's like, just let the shit go. Let it go. Whatever the fuck it is. It's it's not even about the little thing. That's we can't get to this. The more I talk, the more deeper my mind goes because I really know what's at the root of all this, right? If you're complaining about somebody not doing something the way you want it, like at a restaurant or at a checkout, wherever it is, customer service, anytime you're ordering something, right? Order something on Amazon, get a rental car, a fucking motel room. I hear complainers all the time here at the motel, right? People complaining, this isn't the way I wanted it. This isn't the way it is. It is funny because right away, right? My room. Why is my room not this way? Or why is my room not this? And it's like, wait, time the fuck out. It's not your room. But see, right away, when we take ownership of something that's not really ours, and then we make a big ass deal about it, it's not about the room. It's something deeper. It's always something deeper. When we are so upset that we have to express and put out all this fucking negativity, put out all this fucking judgmental fucking attitude, put out all this fucking complaining, it's not about it. It's not about the little bullshit. It's something in us. It's about us. It's about you. You have something you need to work on. You have something unresolved in you that you can't just get past it, that you got to make something of it. You think about it. It's going to probably keep your ass up at night. You're going to lose sleep over bullshit, right? I know what real fucking suffering looks like, motherfuckers. Most of you do too. Most, not all. What's some real suffering look like to you? What's really fucking some major? I mean, do you think about this world right now? What's some real fucking suffering, right? You think those families from them little kids at that elementary school that got shot up, you think they're suffering right now with that loss? Loss. I mean, real fucking loss, motherfuckers. And you over here complaining about what? The restaurant didn't get it right. The restaurant didn't get it right. The world's going down. Come on now, man. Come on. We could be better than this too. Complaining about bullshit when there's some real fucking suffering in this world. When there's something really, right? If you're gonna complain about the bullshit, man, oh man. I hope that you don't have to face real suffering. But really something in the back of my mind tells me you are suffering. You're suffering. You're a suffering motherfucker. You're a miserable motherfucker if you're gonna make little tiny shit, right? Big ass fucking shit, man. You got to put everything out there. You got to blast. You got to fucking show how much better you are than someone else by complaining about bullshit, man. Bullshit. Our lives could change like that quick. Real shit could happen that fucking quick, man. Real shit could change our fucking circumstances, could change our reality like that. And yet we still have to fucking complain about bullshit, right? Try and fucking improve yourself. Try and be a better fucking human being. Be a little more kind. Be a little more accepting. Try and complain a little less today, tonight, and tomorrow, right? That's how you can really improve the world, by complaining less. That doesn't mean that you just tolerate all the bullshit out there, right? But when you encounter the bullshit, it's there. If you go looking for it, right? And usually it's a law of attraction, right? So the more fucking unsettled you are in your own energy, in your own spirit, in your own self, right? You're going to find it and it's just going to continue. You're just going to think, it's meltdown. Fucking have a meltdown about little bullshit, man. Somebody didn't do something the way you wanted it and it totally ruined you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually and energetically, right? How you going to fucking say, hey, I love this, but I hate that? Meaning like, it's especially the people, man, that put on this fucking front. Like somehow they're always right. Somehow they always got shit figured out, right? But when it don't go right, you're the first ones to complain. You're the first ones to fucking put people on blast and act as if somehow you have a superior moral high standing. And I see it mostly in politics, right? When y'all get caught up in your fucking blue versus red, right? And everyone, you guys keep complaining, man. Keep complaining about the prices. I told you could rewind this shit. I don't know when gas first started to get crazy. I think it was right when we started talking about war, motherfuckers. But you could replay this shit. And you could probably call it prophetic. Because I told you guys, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And y'all are still freaking the fuck out that it ain't got better, it ain't got cheaper, and that somehow putting some other motherfucker in office is gonna make shit better. It's not gonna make it better, right? Because where things get better is when you start to improve the relationship, the communication, and the belief in the person that you looking at in the mirror. That's it. That's how you improve your life, right? I saw something yesterday. I had an engagement yesterday on social media. Someone was complaining, right? Complaining about the cost of things. And, right away in my mind, it's like, I get it. It sucks. It sucks. Things are getting more and more expensive. It's not fun. I don't complain about it. I don't give a fuck because see, I don't complain about why are things getting more expensive, right? Because I keep telling myself, how do I don't want to worry about why I can't afford something. I just want to figure out how do I continue to afford it and have it not even impact me. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I don't think about this shit. A year ago, holy shit. A year ago, man, like I was stretching myself so thin, contorting myself, right? In the midst of a relationship, trying to manage that bullshit, right? Going for broke, feeling broke, right? And probably complaining a lot on the inside. I don't put that shit out on social media. That's not my style. I'm a very private individual, even though I get on this motherfucker every fucking day. No excuses. But at the end of the day, my mind is shifted to where it's like I don't I don't complain about why something is the cost. I say, how do I afford it? What do I need to do to get to where it's affordable? What do I need to do? And that's all self-improvement. I need to improve my value. I need to increase what I bring to the marketplace because if I add value to others, if I add value to myself, then the things that value comes back around every single time. And my life has completely expanded in that way. And we got big shit going on the back end here. What I can tell you is we ain't complaining, right? I am not sitting around complaining. I don't care a fuck how expensive the gas gets. I don't give a fuck how expensive them cars get. I don't care about none of that. Cost of shit does not matter. There's a fucking abundance out there. If your issue is, oh my God, I can't afford anything, this is so expensive. The problem is not, you have zero control over what things cost unless you're the fucking boss and you set the prices. And you're going to set the prices at the highest level you can, right? Before you hit resistance from customers where people don't buy what you have. You have to know that balance, right? So that you set your price high enough to where people continue to consume what you have, right? They may complain a little bit, but you can raise your prices. But it starts with raising your personal value. If you feel valuable, that value is always going to be reflected. If you feel broke as a motherfucker, well, you're going to feel broke as a motherfucker. You're not going to be able to afford shit. Or you're going to put that shit on a credit card as opposed to paying cash. But it's asking the wrong questions. It's complaining. It's the difference between complaining and believing in yourself, right? Complaining ain't going to do shit for the gas prices. Complain all you fucking want. The gas prices are going to keep going up. They'll fluctuate. They're going to go up and down. But right now, if you're someone that's having meltdowns about costs of housing, gas prices, travel, whatever the fuck it is, right? You got work to do. That's what I got to say here. You have work to do, and I'm here to help, right? I'm not turning your motherfucking life around coach. I'm the person that's going to help you get your frame right, your mindset right, to where you start living in a mindset of abundance and value, right? Instead of the scarcity of like, oh my God, this is so expensive, I'm barely getting by. I've been there. I've been so fucking broke. It hurts. It hurts, motherfuckers. Guess what? I didn't give up. I did not give up. And things get better, but you have to start shifting your mindset to not saying, why is it this much? Or I can't afford it, to saying, how can I afford it? Right? But again, you have to go to that quiet place. I talked about it earlier. If some of you skipped to this, you ain't seen the whole video. I put out questions out there that if you could just turn off fucking social media, turn off the talking heads, disconnect, go ghost, get out in nature, get in that quiet place in your fucking home, wherever you call home, right? And start asking yourself some questions about yourself, your value, right? Do I value myself? How do I improve my value? How can I make more money? What do I need to do to be able to afford things, to not be so stressed out? We ain't fucking trees, man. You can move. You can do new things. You can sign up to go back to school, to learn new skills, to get a fucking degree that could double your fucking income, right? You could learn, and it doesn't even have to just be dumb fucking school shit. You could go to a trade school, right? Trades are amazing. You think about appliance repair, but most of us, we too good for that shit. We just want to win the motherfucking lotto. It's like this person I met over the weekend. I'm talking about moving to where? Telluride. She's like, damn, what do you think you're going to win the lotto? I was like, no, I'm going to build myself to that place. I'm going to build it. She freaked the fuck out. Like, she ain't ever heard nothing like that. Like, what? Holy shit. You're going to put in the work to actually create that value, create that wealth, manifest that wealth in your life? Fuck yeah, I've been there and done that, right? I was in my 20s with over $1 million in property, right? The economy fell off the cliff. I took the loss, and I'm back, motherfuckers. I'm back. And it's going to be fucking glorious moving forward. There ain't no doom and gloom over here. There ain't no doom and gloom. No matter how bad it gets, we ready, right? We ready to fight, right? And we ready to win. And we're also ready to accept losses and take responsibility, saying, guess what? I done fucked up. I fucked up the other day about something. We talked about it today. How'd that happen? I'm in a group of people. I'm like, I fucked that one up, right? It's no big deal. I fucked it up. I'm a human being. I fucked it up. It wasn't detrimental. No one lost their life. I fucked it up. It was a little process that I screwed up, right? It caused an issue. I took responsibility, and it's gone fixed. That's it. You know how fucking refreshing that is for motherfuckers to say, I fucked it up? Holy shit, I challenge you, man. In the next meeting, when you actually do fuck something up, I challenge you to be that fucking courageous. Show up for yourself to say, you know what? In the fucking office, none of us want to. We think, oh, I'm not gonna get my raise if I'm not perfect. If I admit to making any mistakes, I'm not gonna get a raise, and then I'm never gonna achieve my dreams. Well, here's the other problem, motherfuckers. You will always be in a poverty mindset if you only have one source of income. You can't do that in this day and age. Your job's gonna keep you broke. If you want to start to grow and expand, you got to tap into the creativity inside of you. You got to do the side hustles. Your side hustle should really be your main hustle, right? The 9 to 5 pays the bills. The 5 to 10 or fucking midnight, however deep in the night you want to go, working on you, working on your ideas, working on your vision and dreams, right? That should be your fucking priority in life, because that's what's going to give you happiness, joy, and fulfillment, motherfuckers. But you know the fucking drill. This motherfucker keeps showing up here. I don't give a fuck what time it is. I'm going to tell you guys good morning, even if it's at fucking midnight, even if it's at 5 in the afternoon, because this is wake your fucking ass up talk. That's it. This is the wake your fucking ass up talk. I thank you. Those of you that keep showing up on here, I know I keep hurting motherfuckers. It's kind of funny that I've been getting on in some different hours because I know I'm reaching some new people. Some people that maybe don't hit me in the morning. I'm touching on some new people. I hope that you guys will consider reaching out to me. If you need some help, you need some guidance. It ain't about that for me. I'm just putting out this message, right? And I know I am touching people's lives. I know that there are some people that are this shit is resonating with you. But if it's not, guess what? There's a lot of other people out there putting out almost the same message. There is a calling going out to fucking humanity, right? From all different walks of people. But there's a chorus that is the same, where it's like, right now is the time. This is the time that you absolutely need to like at least have a fucking 5-second conversation with yourself about the relationship you have with yourself. And I say 5 seconds because most of y'all motherfuckers, that is your attention span, because you're already on to the next fucking thing. You need to spend more time because you're worth it. You are worth more than 5 seconds of time developing what? What do you love? What do you hate? What do you want and why? If you could journal out that shit right there, you'd have a lot more clarity than you started with today. I know it's helped me, and I know it could help you if you come with the right fucking attitude. But you know the fucking drill, motherfuckers. I'm going to be back on this motherfucker tomorrow and the next day, as long as I'm still fucking breathing. I'm going to find a way to get on here because I don't like them motherfucking excuses. And I know you don't too, But you keep telling yourself that shit, and guess what? The more excuses, the less results. And you know the motherfucking drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me. Greg's out.